Don't you think this is starting to wear on me? You've been raining down like hail. I'm weak. I have tried to give you my soul, but you can't love something you own. It's too late to repair what we made. What can I do? Time flashed by and I woke up on the other side of the moon.
G'day everybody and welcome to my channel. I'm Anna and this is You Got Me in Stitches, and it's a really hot melting day today as well. I am coming in at you guys today with a little bit of a fabric haul and also one make. The fabric haul, 2 parcels here, and this you might recognise from a previous video, but the box is a new company that I have never ordered from, and they are called Felicity Fabrics, and the pink parcel is from the wonderful Andrea Beyond the Pink Door. Both these companies will be linked in the description box below. Righto, let's start with the fabrics from Andrea's parcel and see what we have inside. So the little thank you card there, and on the back of the invoice, but thanks a million Anna, much love Andrea. These are how Andrea presents her fabrics, all beautifully packaged there and folded, and I just like that little extra personal touch. And just before I even take them out of the beautifully folded little design there, oh my goodness, they are so super soft. This next beautiful fabric is a viscose, and again it is so super soft, and it is this floral fabric here, and it is absolutely stunning. It is called Flowers Don't Tell, They Show. Picked me up 2 yards of this one as well, and yeah, maybe a little floaty skirt or a top, which yeah, especially at the moment with the warm weather, that would be really good. Righto, so the third fabric and the final fabric that I picked me up from Andrea is this beautiful yellow floral, and it's called Yellow Meadow. And even when I first saw it and didn't see the name, I thought straight away this actually reminds me of a meadow, and this is also a viscose, and picked me up 2 yards also of this one. I'll come in a little bit closer, and I think you might agree that it's just happy colours, really summery, breezy, floaty, and yeah, really happy to make something up. So thank you so much Andrea, you really do have an eye for beautiful fabrics. And remember guys, check out Andrea's new website, and I'm sure you would find lots of fabric yummy delights. Can fabric be yummy? Of course it can, right? Now we come on to the next one. I have not opened this, I promise. It is all intact, so I am going to do that now. Really excited. This actually reminds me of like parcels from years ago where they parcel it all up in the brown paper. I really like that because it's like a little bit of a vintage vibe going on. Right, I think I'm going to speed this bit up because it can be a bit noisy opening all the crackling.
Packaged it really well.
Now let's see what's inside. Okay, so when I open it up, it has tissue paper, little green envelope there, and let's see what that says. There we go. Very beautifully presented. Okay, so I have the little swatches and also the, okay, so little invoice, just a description of the fabrics and breakdown of the cost and the date, and a little note here. It says, "Hi Anna, thank you so much for your order. We would love to see what you make with your beautiful fabrics. Happy sewing, love, Caroline and Bliss." Oh, that's lovely. Again, like with Andrea's, all those little touches. What I like about these swatches, on the reverse they have all the information there, so the fabric name and composition and width and everything like that. It's kind of what you would see inside the stores, and that's great because then you can keep that, and it's so neat and pretty. It's kind of like a fabric scrapbook and everything, where some people keep little parts of their fabric and then write down as much information. I absolutely love that. I have individually wrapped each of the fabrics, so with the crackling and everything like that, sometimes the mic makes things sound a lot louder than they are, so I'm going to unwrap these and then show you the fabrics, and it saves all that crunching and rustling around. Righto guys, so the first fabrics from Felicity Fabrics, this is a 100% cotton, and this is actually really soft and malleable. It is in a lilac colourway, polka dots, which are white, not cream, and yeah, I got me, I believe it was 2.5 yards of this, and I'm thinking of another shirt dress, a sleeveless shirt dress. And yeah, it is so lovely, and the colour is coming up true on camera there, so really pleased with that one. This next beautiful fabric is a floral fabric, and I picked me up 1.5 yards. It is called Meadow Heaven, and the fabric content is a polyester spandex mix, and it's pretty drapey, and it's kind of a light to mid-weight fabric, and again that would work really well as maybe a floor length skirt or a knee length skirt, perhaps a dress, something like that. And the colourway is coming up pretty true, and it's kind of a bit of a duck egg colour, the backdrop there, but it's just so pretty with all these floral designs. If I come in a little bit closer there for you, and I like all those colours in there, very subtle. This is the final fabric, so I purchased 3 different fabrics, 1.5 yards of this one, and again, oh, it is so super soft, and it has little flowers, and on each of the flowers there is little birds, and it has a little bit of elastane in, so there's a little bit of stitch there. If I just open it out a little bit, there we go, a little bit of bounce and stitch there. Now I cannot read what that says. It's 95%, I don't know, see if you can read that guys, there. So it's 95% that, 5% elastane, and this is the reverse, so it's plain. It's just really lovely. I just love the little birds. I'm not going to get in a flap about it, but I think birds and flowers and everything florally like that, they work really well together. Now this was really funny because I actually shook the box and I could hear kind of a little bit of jingling in there, and I thought, oh, but I didn't order any buttons. I kind of thought that I was going to, and I thought maybe it was just first order or something like that, but I know what it was. Little envelope here, with my change because I was actually charged for P&P, which I should not have been, because if you spend over a certain amount, obviously then that is not added. And I think that is so honest, and that just shows how wonderful people are. Very, very honest, and it just shows that, you know, there are some really good honest people in the world. And now if everybody did that, wouldn't that be wonderful? There's so many times that I have been charged for things and should have got my money back and all the rest of it, and then sometimes it's thought of, oh yeah, you know, like it's too much to cost to send out money and reimburse it. Oh, I think, crikey, I'd be rich now if I was paid back on money that I was owed. So yeah, that's what it was in a little envelope here. And I am so happy with the fabrics. They're absolutely stunning, all of them. Andrea's fabrics, Felicity fabrics, and just the way they have all those little personal touches and things like that. And I think that's just really, it just makes you feel special, I guess. So that's that. Righto guys, let's get on to the one bake. And you might think that I'm a bit of a foxy lady. I'm afraid no lady here. Foxy girl. Anyway, I made McCall's pattern M6891, and this is my third one. I made the sleeveless view here again, and it's pretty much exactly the same as the other two, but I had noticed when I looked back at the stills that the bust darts kind of need a little bit of reconfiguration. So all I did with those darts is just move them down about a 1/4 inch, and also just a smidge made them a little bit shorter in length. So here is the garment here. So it has all these foxes on, and it is a 100% cotton fabric. It is a mid-weight fabric, and I purchased this when we had the meetup in Bram. So for those of you that follow me for a while, you would have seen that in that fabric haul. I also added snips to this one, and I did run out of my snips, so I still need to install one. And also, just for clarity, how I measured, I didn't realise until it got down to the seam there that runs the circumference of the waist and everything, and it fell right on that line. Now although that has been installed, it is unfortunately, as you can see there, that one has just come out, and what I'll have to do is just reconfigure that, and hopefully that it doesn't look too much out of kilter, because the snaps that I put along the top here are 1.5 inch different distance, and then as I got to that waistline until it continues down, then I did a 2-inch space in between there. So, and then left a little bit of a gap, because then it has kind of like a split thing going on. So what I would do is just turn the camera around and then just talk through pretty much like the other two, so I won't bore you guys too much. So I am going to start with the collar here, and this side is not too bad. The points kind of do look like as they should do, points, but over this side unfortunately there is a little bit of curving going on there. And then over on the arm side I used sit-in bias binding, bit of a contrast, kind of like a burnt terracotta brick colour. And then following down we have the bust darts there, and here are my snips. They are my new fun installations, really like these cam snips. And then the length of the skirt is to my knee, and Again, on the hem I used the same colour bias binding there. See the inside there, so I serged that placket, and yeah, it's really good colour I think to use as a contrast. Now the only thing is with this placket, you'll see the insides in a minute, but I had to cut this in 2 pieces instead of one long piece, and that side I kind of was okay matching the fox, but on the other side, no, this one's peeking. So I'll flip it around so you can see the back. I really like this fabric, to be fair, with this garment. It has that little bit of structure to it, and because it's kind of a little bit of a vintage vibe going on, I think it works really well. These are both the waist starts at the back, and then a really lovely flowy skirt. I'll flip it to the inside now. Righto, so now we can see on the inside. So starting at the top here, you can see that I have serged all of the interior. Also some of the markings are still there, I haven't as yet removed them. There you go, the marking for the dart, you can see how much I lowered that. And coming down, it has pockets, and the pockets are really deep, so that's always a good thing. And here's the placket, so it's there. Also has interfacing. I used kind of a mid-weight interfacing on there, and yeah, there's a dart. So just did a regular stitch all around to hold that down. It does have 2 pockets. There's the other one. And coming down, yeah, so really pleased with it, and I think with it being a cotton fabric, it's much easier to sew because it behaves itself. And yeah, I think that fox fabric works really well as well. So that is my McCalls make. Let me know if you guys have made this one. And now it's like anything, when you sew a pattern for the first time, it's always a little bit ooh, and especially around the collar area on this one for me. And this time I kind of just got on and did it, so that's a really good thing. But I know we should challenge ourselves, and which I am starting and beginning to do, but sometimes I kind of don't have any confidence anyway and talk myself out of doing things, and it's like, no, because my brain likes to be challenged. It's like, it's kind of conflicting with itself, and it's like, I like a challenge but then too scared sometimes to do that challenge. But yes, I'm so happy that I've made this, and I'm also equally as happy that I did the collar and everything like that. Okay guys, I hope you have enjoyed seeing the fabrics and the delights that I recently purchased. Really excited that they came. Let me know if you have ordered from either of these 2 lovely companies, and tell me your story. What fabric did you get? Have you made anything up yet or not? Also, quickly, just before I go, wearing a 100% cotton whale top, and the top isn't a whale, just you know what I mean. And Teenage Earthling will insert a picture so you can see. I just got it worn with pants that are like forever old. I'm actually surprised that they even still fit me. And this is the Square Neck Tee by Friday Pigeon Company. Right guys, have a fantastic week whenever you are doing, and stitch up a storm. And thank you so much for stopping by, supporting me. Thumbs up please if you like this video, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. Okay guys, thank you.